Welcome all to another Sunday night Scrapping Irish live scrap chat. So, welcome in whoever's there already. Let me go over to YouTube side and make sure that's working okay because I want to make sure, yeah, YouTube is up and running. Link is pinned, and we'll go back to the start of the messages. And first person we did in was JCT. So JCT, appreciate you being first person in. Followed by Terry. Welcome in, Terry. Good to see you. Yeah, 3 likes already, he said to me, and I hadn't even gone live. So come on, get more likes there. Let me see then. HH Recycling, seen a look at your video about the gold-plated pins, well, gold-plated connectors, and that's what I'd call them. Usually it's brass. Sometimes you might get aluminium under them. I've seen aluminium before under them, but you were saying it was slightly magnetic, so it could be stainless steel, but I don't know why they do stainless steel and put a gold coating over stainless steel. Can you do that? Don't know. Mind of Metal, welcome in. Mind of Metal found his way here from Scrapping Scotland. That's another good channel, guys. If you haven't come across that channel yet, Scrapping Scotland, check it out. HH Recycling was back in again. Scorpion Metals. Let me see who else in. Pooh's Mate, Paul Frost, Christopher Jacobs, Pooh's Mate again, Scrap It All, Paul Frost, Philip, welcome in. Good to see you. I think I am caught up on everyone. So if you haven't hit the like, guys, please do. Link is pinned for anyone that wants to come up. Finally got my timber delivered well, not today. I moved it today from the front of the house to the back of the house. So I have my timber for my shed that I'm going to build, my little shed for scrapping out in. So that's my work in progress. Just finished editing a video. It, I think, is finished. Yeah, it's all rendered, ready to be uploaded. So I'll upload it tonight and it'll be ready for Thursday for anyone that wishes to watch it. HH Recycling. Yeah, I'll send you out my address, by the way, HH Recycling. And again, you don't have to send anything, but if you want the address. Hey, Ralph, are you early or is Shark running late? Shark is running late. He got distracted during his talks and he hasn't finished yet. I'm on time. I'm 2 minutes into my live. Let me see. So, sorry, guys, just eating a biscuit. And we'll have some Coke to wash it down. Pooh's Mate's going to have a pizza. Ralph, are you having a pizza? What are you having? Where am I here? Just double check something. And sorry, guys, I'm just something I need to check. Boom and content. As you can see, I'm always a professional doing this sort of stuff. Yeah, I've done. That's okay. Yeah, so what has everyone been up to? What have you been scrapping out? I'm looking forward to doing this shed, getting it ready. For being able to hopefully get more scrapping done this year than I did last year, because my small shed that I have packed to the roof at the moment, I haven't really scrapped anything because I haven't been able to get in there. A bit like Everyday Solar's shed, but she can get in now and she can scrap. I can still not get into my shed. But I've been working on the chips from the time I bought the eBay RAM. So I've incinerated them. You'll see this in the video coming up on this Thursday. So I've incinerated them, gone through the process incinerating them, and so on, and a couple of different things. So watch the video, you'll see what way I went about it. Just went and looked at a property full of burned vehicles and buildings. Oh, what's that about? HH Recycling. Was it a fire that was in the building, or what was it? Electronic Scrapper, welcome in. Good to see you, sir. Was it a fire that was in the building or something that you went and looked at? If anyone's seen E-Waste Mike's video today, he likes his French toast on a Sunday. He's very posh, isn't he? French toast. Some head on them for French toast. GRA Cat, welcome in. Truck Van 2 or 542, welcome in. So I take it Shark Scrapper has finished when you guys are all over here now. Let me just have a look because I played in the background. Yeah, Shark Scrapper seems to be gone. So yeah, welcome, or should be there in a second. Okay. Bush Dog Scrapper, welcome back in. Hope you enjoyed your time over there at Shark Scrapper. Very interesting chat, as usual, from the Shark. What else do we do there? So yeah, what has everyone been scrapping out this week? Let's say I've been working on the eBay chips. That's what I've been working on, incinerating them, stuff like that. Done a little small e-waste pickup, very small. I think about maybe 10 or 12 motherboards, a PC, a laptop, a printer, of course. There's always a bloody printer in there somewhere. Philip's been scrapping out laptops, but I've been under the weather. Still got about 52. Yeah, I got a cold as well, as you can already hear in my voice. So I've got a cold, but just has to be done. Charlie, welcome in. Haven't seen you before here, I don't think, or have I? Maybe the old age, the memory. If you've been here before and commented, sorry if I didn't recognize you straight away, but appreciate you dropping in. And don't forget to hit the like, guys. Very important. Hit that like. We might get it out to more scrappers out there and get the community even bigger. Scrapping together, welcome in. Good to see you. I did pin the chat, didn't I? Or pin the link to the StreamYards. Yes, I did. That's okay. Just making sure that's pinned. Charlie, so you've been here before. Okay, so Charlie, sorry, didn't recognize you coming in. Melvin, I do remember the name now. Yes, sorry, I do apologize. Here's the Shark.
What's up?
What's the story? E-Waste Mike, welcome in. Good to see you. Daniel, welcome in. All your gang are all making their way in the door here now. I told you to lock the door when you come in. You're letting them all in.
Did I forget to close the door when I came in? I'm sorry, man.
No, they're more than welcome. For anyone that doesn't realize or may not know, that Shark goes live at 7. I go live at 8. This is GMT time. And then Everyday Solars will be live after me. So you get 3 hours of scrap chats and actually seeing stuff being scrapped out. So on Watch Call's channel on Everyday Solars should be doing some scrapping out of stuff, guys. So you can look forward to that. Here we just shoot the breeze and you get your educational lesson at Sharks One first. So there you go. And we have Mike somewhere in his shed. Mike,
I would say that
French toast on a Sunday. French toast on a Sunday, Mike.
Every Sunday.
Every Sunday. Now, Irish, I would also add for your viewers that of the 3, if you have to see only one, I would go with scrapping. With Solar's channel, because you actually get to see stuff getting taken apart, and our hands are ugly. So.
You get to see red fingernails.
Granny and red fingernails.
Welcome in. Good to see you as well. So, Mike, how you been today? Busy. You were saying the weather, you're going to get some warmer temperatures coming your way.
Well, doors open.
Look at that. Practically t-shirt weather.
It's pretty close. Give my heaters a break.
Give your electric bill a bit of a break.
Mike, isn't t-shirt weather for you like mid-40s or something?
38, 39.
38?
When you put a hoodie on, got a little breeze.
We're promised colder weather again towards middle of the week, so we're promised to be back to some snow and frost and all that lovely stuff, that makes life even more difficult for you.
End of the week, we're going to be almost 60.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's warm for you all.
Yep.
We're going to be back down to the minus Celsius here, so towards the weekend, I think. So from Wednesday onwards, the temperature is going to drop. So I don't know how long it's going to last or whatever. But I think England is getting it as well. I think it's coming in from England first and then making its way over to us. What have you got there, Shark?
This is how much time I'm giving you, Irish. So you got to get the stream done before this is done.
Well, where'd you come across that, or what is it from?
I've actually had this for a long time, and when I was in the Navy, when I was an executive officer, and people would come in to complain, I would flip this thing over and I'd tell them, "Okay, this is how much time you have. You better start talking."
So, like, when you moved into that new house, and you were part of your agreement was you were not to have anything outside in the yard.
Oh, I was wondering who was going to bring that up.
I got it in my yard with empty totes. Thank you very much.
Okay. So that's allowed, is it? Empty totes.
It's all empty totes in my yard.
Okay. No, I thought you had stuff outside, scrap and stuff. I thought, were you going to get in trouble from your landlord over that?
No, if I have a bunch of scrap out there, but that's all. Most of them are going in the garbage because they froze and cracked. So.
Okay.
So mind your own damn business.
Yeah, mind your own damn business.
Yeah, mind your own damn business.
Yeah. All y'all.
What was asking, do anyone ever spill any metals all over? Well, I haven't melted any metals really, so I haven't spilled any metals. I don't think Shark has done anything yet, really, in casting or molds and stuff. No.
No, I haven't done any of that stuff yet.
So nothing for me.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Did you or did you not spill a container full of?
Yeah, but that was
bearing liquid all over your floor.
That was different. It was it wasn't. I don't count that one. Hey, Eways, Jill, good to see you. Sure. I spilled something all over the place. But I was out there in my actual shed there a while ago because I had to try and find something in the shed I was looking for, and of course I knocked a tub of something over. So there's I think it was plugins that I have in a tub, and I think they're all on the floor now, all them plugins. So tomorrow I'll have to go and pick all them up.
That's so annoying when that happens.
Yeah.
And what really sucks is when you knock something over that's non-ferrous. Because it's just a pain. You can't even use a magnet to help you pick it up.
Yeah, you can. You could use a magnet to pick anything else up. All over the floor, all over the garage floor door, all over the ceiling. Please explain how you got it on the ceiling. And what are we talking about, Ralph?
Yeah, let's. Maybe we don't want to go there.
Soller's nails must have been shown, and he got excited, and he had something in his hand.
Stop it. Oh, okay, all
right. I'm saying he had a tray of something, carrying a tray of something. Steam explosion, molten brass all over the place.
So okay, yeah, that'll do it. Yep.
Yeah, that steam explosions are awful dangerous because as well as getting whatever it is that's going to expel, it's the heat of it. If you manage to get your face in the way of it, you'll be in. That's why, as you say, the masks are always essential.
Yeah, Mike had a bad experience with a casting explosion.
Mind your own business. Why you gotta tell everybody my business?
Well, you told everybody your business.
Yeah, but they forget. What are you gonna do? But on the bright side,
was Jill.
I know. Reading with Jill's comments.
Look behind me.
Oh, look at that. That looks very neat.
Almost gone.
But even your tubs, like your bins are lined up and everything, Mike. You're doing a nice, neat little job there.
Yeah. I've been cranking all day. Sorting out all my boards, getting crap done.
So you'll be still doing a run to board sort, will you?
Maybe by the end of the month.
Okay.
I still have a lot of boards to sort through. I went through a ton of them today, though.
Is that your first run this year then? It will be, won't it? Yeah.
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 I did 11 last year.
Okay, so you nearly got one a month last year. Okay, that was a good year. Yeah. So Sharky, 1 month gone from your move. You're 1 month closer to the Shark Cage. Yeah, moving
1
the
month
Shark
closer. I have a meeting set up at the end of the month with a company that I'll be doing business with up there, a real estate agent. Trying to get a couple more business meetings set up while we're up there. We're going to drive around and, both look at places potentially to live and places for the business. So, yep, exciting times. Scary times.
And talking of scary times, this man's beginning to worry me with some of these questions. Would you rather scrap that eats aluminium or poops copper? Raise gold bars everywhere. I'll fight him for the gold bars. Hey, Pop Scrap. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Hey, Pop Scrap. Good to see you.
Welcome in. Pop Scrap had a video up the other day, a short video, and it was a machine crushing down barrels. And it was a very interesting machine. It was in the Coke factory. I think he said it was in the Coca-Cola factory. So it was squishing down the barrels of whatever the stuff that comes in, the powders or whatever they come into that they use for making their syrups, and then this machine just crushes the barrels down, then pancakes them down for recycling.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at that.
Yeah, a little short video of it. Scrap a car crusher. Nah, I only do scrapping as a hobby, so I wouldn't be interested in anything bigger than what I can do in my shed. So no, I wouldn't be teaming up. And hey, who could work with Mike? Like Mike, no one can possibly work with Mike because he doesn't have the time or patience for any person. Imagine you're standing there doing something, and Mike would just be coming up here. I haven't got time for this. Get out of my way. His poor neighbor does get it off for doing every time he comes over to help him. His neighbor gets et every time. Hey, Corey, come in. No wonder his neighbor has to drink beer every time he comes to visit him. It's the only way he can dull the pain.
I always wondered why that guy drank so much beer. Now we know.
He goes, oh no, I'm going over helping Mike. I know, he's going to give out to me. Oh, give me alcohol.
He tries to help me, but he's colorblind, so it's kind of an issue.
Yeah,
that could be challenging.
Yeah, put the green boards over there, and next thing you have all blue boards over there. I said green. Yeah, they are green.
So I just call him a retard and send him on his way. Go home.
Was that the guy that put the yoke in your truck that time? You remember a couple of weeks ago or a week ago when you went to the scrapyard, and when you came back out, they had the pallet in the van.
No, that's another retard.
Okay.
That's how I deal with.
Scraplaw wants to know, does Shark have any shirt that is in yellow? Shark's favorite color is yellow. Plus, he's out on probation from military prison, and he has to wear the yellow shirt so they can always find him.
Well, there's so many of the places that I go that require that you have some sort of high vis gear on, that I find that, all right, then I might as well just have a yellow t-shirt or a yellow shirt on. And fortunately, that's a very common exercise shirt for the Navy, is the yellow shirt with the Navy, with Navy written on it. So it works.
Corey H is asking, is there any more value in MOSFETs than the number 2 copper? Well, I've seen some MOSFETs had gold legs, and usually if they've gold legs, they'll have gold bonding wires inside them as well. So if you come across any MOSFETs with the gold legs, you'll have gold bonding wires. So that's something to keep an eye out. Now, as was saying that even though the MOSFET's like thin, there's MOSFET now in my hand. I've taken the little legs off the bottom over there, but that's a MOSFET. Some people say even there could still be gold bond wires in some of them. Now, I haven't gotten that far into researching it, but it's just something maybe to check out. Corey, have a look, or Corey, whichever way you want to pronounce it.
Hey, nice junk.
Nice junk, welcome in. I drive a vehicle for Mike. I'm waiting. Phone stop apparently. I changed my hour and I won't drive. Okay, I see tags. Oh, that was Shark who was asking about the yellow shirt. He was asking Shark that. Yeah, so Shark, so you really are getting closer to moving now, because this is a short month compared to every other month. This is the shortest month of the year, February. So and then you're into hey Earl, once then you come into the March, April time. You're going to be getting busier usually on pickups. That's when scraps seem to get busier that time of year. People doing spring cleanups and clearing out their houses and stuff. So you'll have a decision to make whether you're going to be picking up stuff or trying to get rid of what you already have.
Well, yeah, I mean, I need to, because I need to keep paying the lease until the end of May. So, I need to keep the cash flow moving. So we're going to keep turning and burning. What I am going to be careful of, though, is to try not to let things build up. So whereas I might be willing to, say, bid on 5 lots of computers, in anticipation of getting them done eventually, yeah, that's not going to happen anymore. not right away anyway, not until we get resettled.
I see Steve. Steve, welcome in. Good to see you. There was a question from Truck there again. Have you ever scrapped magnesium? I've seen magnesium in some wire that I was scrapping out, but I never went after the magnesium dust, if that's what you mean. Or do you mean the metal itself? Where would you usually find the magnesium metal? It's probably in laptops. There's some magnesium, I think, in some of them. Where am I here? Patrick Williams, welcome in. And was there someone else? No, I think that was it. But yeah, no, I wouldn't. So I say I'm only a hobbyist scrapper, so the main things I look for is the aluminium, the copper. I'll hold on to them if I'm scrapping anything out and I find it. And then I go after the e-waste stuff, the silver and the gold, the platinum metals at some stage. That's all I look for. I don't do scrapping as a full-time job, so. And I don't have the space to go after all these metals. So anything other than that ends up in shred, I'm afraid, for me.
Shred rules.
So some boat anchors use magnesium. What's the price of magnesium? Do scrapyards buy it as a magnesium metal? Do they buy it as something else? What do they rate it as? That's another question. It's all right saying you go after certain metals, but if your scrapyard doesn't buy it as that or doesn't give you a good enough price, maybe it's not worth going after it. I don't know what magnesium is priced like in a scrapyard. Do you have any price for that, Shark, at your scrapyard? No?
No, well, so let me rephrase that. One of my yards, the manager has said, look, we'll buy anything. But, they don't publicize prices on things like magnesium. And so if you have it, you have to call ahead, give them some time to figure out what they're going to pay for you and negotiate a rate on things. That's kind of one of those metals that, depending upon where you're located, you may have access to a bunch of it, either from an industrial source or something like that. I was getting a little bit of magnesium back when I had a boatyard. That was one of my clients. But it turned out to be just more hassle than what it was worth. I haven't messed around with it.
Yeah, what God's saying is Scott saying his yard pays cast aluminium prices first. So that's what he gets first. Oh yeah, I'd hold on to lead as well. Actually, yeah, that'd be another thing. If I come across lead, I'd usually hold on to the lead because it's fairly easy to get a price for lead. Every scrapyard accepts that, fairly straightforward.
Oh yeah, that's easy.
Yeah,
and Somebody in the audience and I transacted some lead business together.
That's right. You've done the lead and silver transfer. You swapped your lead for silver.
And it was very interesting because I packed a large flat rate postal box full of lead. I actually packed 11 of them, something like that. Each one had the maximum allowable weight that the U.S. Postal Service will let you put in a box. And so, I'm pretty sure that when they designed the size of those boxes, they said, okay, what's the densest material that you could legally ship in one of these boxes, and how much is that going to weigh? And that set the standard. Yeah. Those suckers were heavy.
The poor postman seeing this box and he goes, yeah, and then he grabs it and like, oh, what the hell is in here?
70 pounds. Isn't it 70 pounds?
Yeah, 70 pounds.
Oh my God.
And it was lead sheet. So it was very easy for me to cut it and pound it and form it so that I could pack 70 pounds. I mean, some of the boxes were 69, 68, but it was really easy to max those boxes out.
Then they saw 14 more boxes. Yeah, that's right, Saunders. He lifts the first box and then he looks around and sees 14 more. Zinc is still very heavy in big bars. I suppose, yeah, Ralph, if it's a big enough bar, anything will be heavy. I have a guy actually looking for me to get hold of I think it was Dan I seen K&D scrapping. He used part of a railway line, the track part of the track as an anvil. So I have a guy who works for a railway company who's going to try and, when they're replacing some line, he's going to cut about a 12-inch piece for me or a 14-inch piece that I can use as an anvil.
Oh, yeah. That'll be good. That's you got to be really careful with anything that comes from the railroad companies here in the U.S. That's very strictly regulated. Buy and sell that kind of stuff here.
Yeah. Well, this is through the railway company. Like, it's not going to be. So I still have to buy it. See, they sell bits of track to people who might be doing something at their house. They might be using old track for maybe lining a footpath or something. So he said when they're changing track, he'll let me know, and I'll be able to buy a bit off him.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Those make really good. Like mini anvils.
Yeah,
shapers, formers, things like that. Those are
more for when I want to smash something. I can put it on there and hit it with a hammer, and that's it. Smash something open. It's handier. Yeah, I think it was Dan I seen got it somewhere like that before as well. So I said, oh, that's what put it in my head. So
back when I was doing oceanographic research, we would buy the wheels when they got rid of the wheels off of a railroad car. We would buy the wheels because they would make fantastic anchors for the oceanographic packages that we would deploy. They're relatively, small shape. They're flat. You can easily adjust the number of them on a chain for the weight that you're going to need. Those were very useful. Don't drop those on your toes.
Philip is saying, what's it here? A few years in prison here for railway cable. Yeah, if you rob any railway cable, you get prison. Same here. If you do anything like that, you're going to be in serious trouble. But if you look at the price of anvils, like, it's awful expensive to buy an anvil. So that's what. It'd be a lot cheaper to buy a bit of rail line. As large envelope says if it fits, it ships. Well, there you go. So if you can fit it into the envelope, they'll ship it. If it doesn't fit in the envelope, it ain't going. Or envelope. Oh. I see Ian Matthews had a short up where he got some electrical cable and he had his grinder out ready to go to work on it. There may have been no guard on his grinder, if I remember back. Wouldn't be like E. Matthews to be using a grinder without a guard, would it?
He said he wasn't
Yeah.
wire no more.
Yeah, well, he had some wire in the short video.
Well, that makes him a liar.
What? E. Matthews tells lies? Never. I never heard E. Matthews saying that he wasn't going to be a scrapper anymore and then carries on scrapping. I never heard E. Matthews saying he was going to clear out his shed and never cleared out his shed. E. Matthews would never say that.
Well, now wait a minute. He never said when. All right. He said he's going to clear out his shed. He never said how long it was going to take. So he might still be working on it. Okay. Let's give him a decade or two.
I'll be dead.
Well, you're joining this year anyhow, so it doesn't matter.
I'm trying.
Watchcall said, Steve said, be careful, don't say his name 3 times. I think we said his name about 7 times there. So if he hasn't appeared now, he ain't going to appear. What did GRA Cat said? They want crack money here for anvils. Yeah, it's crazy price of anvils. And vices are gone very expensive as well. Because I was looking, I said, now when I do up this shed that I'm going building, I said, once that's done, I said, I'll get a nice, good vice as well. And I've been pricing them today, and I said, oh my God, crazy money for vices. So I'll have to.
Oh, my vices were terribly expensive. Women, booze. It's a good thing I gave them up,
Not them type of vices. Not them type of vices. Like, I'm just looking there now at, let me see, a small vice there is like 65 quid, and that's only a small vice. It's what inch vice? Let's see what size vice that is. That's only except all cookies, the usual crap. 6-inch vice. That's all it is, and it's 65 quid.
And that's nothing. I mean, a 6-inch vice. That's
that's not a strong vice, So if you want a good vice, you're going up to a lot bigger than that.
Yeah.
And what price if I went up to a bigger size?
So I definitely need a better vice than the one that I have. That I got that vice several years ago, and I thought it was really cool that the vice would rotate on the stand. So I was thinking, that could come in handy. But what I found is that it's just annoying because it rotates when I don't want it to.
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't matter how much I crank down on that one little lever to keep it from rotating. Eventually I bang on it enough that it breaks free and it rotates.
And next thing it starts moving again. Yeah, they're up at, like I see there, 200 and something euro, 400 euro. So it's crazy money. I remember tearing apart the bench price. Wasn't that hard? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and keep my eye out for probably bench voice and then a normal one I can just put anywhere I want. Just fix it. I won't do like Big Country Scrapper now. I won't leave it not fixed and have someone hold it.
Somebody hold it for you.
I hammer motors out of it.
Well, because your problem would be you'd have to hold it with one hand while you're beating on whatever it is that you're scrapping with the other. So that wouldn't work too well.
Yeah, that's it. Or unless I get the neighbor's kids. Hey, come in here for a minute. Hold this here. And just start smacking down on it.
How'd you like to make a couple quid?
Yeah. How do you want to make €5? You might lose your fingers, but it's €5. Smashing down on their fingers with a hammer. Old goodies on Marketplace. Yeah, that's how much next Facebook Marketplace can see if there's anywhere that you can get a second-hand one. Have you guys ever had a liquid release when scrapping? Oh, I've had fluid come out of motors and stuff when you smash them open and you have all that liquid come out. Gases. I cut through a motor, or it was a what was it out of? It was a dehumidifier, and the person I got it off said, "Oh, this gas has gone out of it. It leaked. Blah blah. It's no good anymore." I presumed it did leak, so I just cut through the thing, and And I said, oh no, here we go. So that is a lesson. Never believe when people tell you that something has already leaked, the gases are gone out of it. So don't cut anything. That's what I've done.
Whose did your car die?
Oh, she said.
I think she's got a note says she wrote off her Ford Focus. I wonder if that means as in it's dead and she's going to sell it or scrap it or something.
No, wrote off means here you crashed it. Usually, if someone says, I wrote off my car, they mean they crashed it. So you say you crashed your car, proves me, did you have an accident? Yeah, that's what you say.
Oh.
Yeah. See, over here, if we say, I wrote off the car, that means you crashed it.
Are you okay, Poos?
Yes, that's the more important thing. A car can be replaced as long as you're okay. We're waiting to see what Poos. Was there any? Did you have to go to the hospital or anything, Poos, mate? I rode off a car when I was younger, crashed it, smashed it up. Did you ever crash a car, Shark?
Yes. I've only had one really bad car accident in my life. Oh, Poos, I'm glad that you weren't seriously injured. But yeah, it was good to get checked. So I was living in Memphis, Tennessee at the time, and we had an ice storm, and I was still in the Navy, so I had to go to work that morning. And I was going up the highway. I was going up over an overpass, and the overpasses are always freeze up worse than the main road. And as soon as I got up on the overpass, I was in a Ford Explorer. It started spinning, and I'm like, okay, this is not going to be good. 4-lane highway, and I'm spinning, and it's basically just I'm there for the ride because you can't do anything when you're on the ice. I bounced that thing off of both sides of the highway. I ended up facing the wrong direction in the median lane. When the tow truck showed up, he looks at the car and he goes over to one quarter panel, left side, quarter panel, and he says, "Hey, sir, you want me to kick this one? It's the only one that's either not torn off or smashed."
Who's maybe was saying she did buy a Mercedes yesterday, though, so maybe no more scrapping for a while.
Yeah, that would do it. Yeah.
Who's mate? When I bought my BMW, I said, "Oh yeah, I'm not putting any stuff into this. I'm going to keep this car." The last day, I had the boot full of computer boards and a printer and a laptop and something else where I done a pickup off a guy. So there we go. If someone says to you, "Oh, I've got something here. Do you want this to scrap out?" You'll put it in the car. Just ask Everyday Solar. She has our Beamer with everything in it. Yeah, there it is too. I scrapping a BMW food.
Well, but over on your side of the pond, Beamers and stuff are, I don't want to say they're everyday cars, but they're more common.
They're more popular
than they are over here on this side of the pond.
Yeah. They're more popular over there. More people will have one.
Yeah. And you know how it starts out. It's like, okay, I'm not going to put any scrap in this car.
Yes.
And then it's like, well, okay, here's a small cardboard box. It's just boards, so that's fine. And then it's like, oh well, here's a few computers, but I'm going to put a carpet or a towel down in the back, and and then after about a year, it's like, oh man, flip the seats down, throw the crap in there. As long as I don't break the window, I'm okay.
Yeah. That's the only thing I look at now. When I'm shutting the boot, I'm just shutting really easy. Well, I don't shut the boot because you press a button and the boot shuts itself. But it comes down and it's got sensors, so if it feels any pressure, it'll just open up again, so it doesn't slam down and break your window. So, Ralph said he spent more on his PC than his car. So there we go.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, it's whatever you've used for. So if you have more use for a PC and it's more, you get more enjoyment out of it. Why would you spend your money on a car if you don't enjoy it? You know? Watchco was asking earlier there. Truck was asking, did you ever break down in your scrapmobile? Did your truck, your scrap truck, ever break down on your Shark anywhere?
No, I've never had any trouble with it breaking down.
Yeah, that was it there. He's asking that question there. Have you Sharkmobile, has it ever broke down on you? So no. I suppose look at again, if you're doing a business, if you're doing your business a scrapple, and your vehicle is what you need your vehicle for picking up and doing that, you have to make sure you service it. You have to make sure you have your tires. You have to make sure that whatever is due when it's to be replaced is replaced. Because if you don't and it breaks down, you're not making any money. So it's common sense. Now I just see scrappers and their trucks are held together with farmers tying wire and duct tape and stuff, and then they're crying when it breaks down and they couldn't go and do a pickup. Well, what did you expect to happen? You haven't serviced it in 20 years. Did you expect it to keep going? You haven't replaced the tires. You haven't fixed that part that's been rattling around inside. It was making that rattling sound for the last 7 months. And then all of a sudden it breaks. What did you expect to happen? That's all I say.
Yep. I keep up with oil changes religiously. I have the brakes checked routinely. I don't mess around with especially with the brakes, because it's nothing for me to have the Sharkmobile maxed out in weight, and the last thing I want is brake problems in those situations. So
yeah. See there what Philip was saying there about he said his wife says when they get a new car there's not to use for scrap, and he says as long as he don't eat or smoke in it. I hate getting into a car and they smell that stale smoke.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I hate it. Because it does, if you smoke in a car, it just sticks into everything. The plastics have that smell. It just soaks into the nicotine or whatever it is, that smoke. It just soaks into everywhere in the car and it stinks. If you ever go looking at cars, you can always smell the smoke, the ones that people smoked in. I love watching you scrappers and watching their vehicles deteriorate as scrap puts dents. Yeah, well, that's another thing. If you're going to be using your car or your vehicle for scrapping, you are going to expect to put scrapes on it. You're going to expect to put dents on it at some stage, but you still try and look after it, and if there's bits hanging off it, you make sure they're fixed up and they're not just hanging there
Oh yeah, I mean, the Sharkmobile, she's a working girl. She's got some dents, she's got some scratches. In fact, I one of the things that just aggravates the heck out of me here in the U.S. is these people driving great big knocking beautiful pickup trucks that are pristinely painted and clean, and there's not a bad mark on the bed, and you're just thinking to yourself, you shouldn't be driving a truck. That's why trucks are so expensive, because these idiots are out there driving trucks that should be just driving sedans.
Yeah, they're driving trucks. They're putting nothing into the back of them, or they're pristine from day one all the way through. Patrick says, "I love the smell of e-waste." Fair enough. Watch call. Let me just Solid loves the taste of copper. There you go. Or brass.
There you go. Yeah, I have toyed with the idea in one of my videos to say, oh, I love the smell of e-waste in the morning, but I just don't know if that would become a claim issue or not.
Yeah. A truck is meant for hauling things. That's a little big box. So yeah, exactly. What did the more honestly, the smell of brass actually makes me salivate. Well, whatever floats your boat.
Okay, Solers.
Whatever floats your boat.
Oh man, there's just way too many directions we could go with that we're not going to.
I know. in 15 minutes time, everyone will be getting all excited because they'll be able to watch Solar's fingernails appear. Mike will be in his element. He'd be so happy.
Oh my.
Oh, that's a tough one for Solers. Which one, copper or brass? Oh, I'd be thinking she's going to go for brass. Is she going to go for brass?
Come on, Jill. That's not fair. She can go both ways if she wants to.
I'm not going to. Everyone drives a truck in Texas. Have any of your scrappers ever mixed metals? What do you mean by mixed metals? I don't know. What do you mean when you're melting them, or do you mean when you're bringing them into the scrapyard that you tried putting aluminium in with your copper and tried to pass it off as that, or what? I don't know what you mean by that. You have to give us a better explanation of that. Salivating. I'm bimetal. Don't make me.
Oh my.
That's hot.
You're getting Mike excited already.
All I gotta do is see her name, and I'm excited.
Oh jeez. Later on, HH. Take care, man.
Well, that'd be probably one that brings a lot of stuff to the scrapyards. I think most people now, when you start off first, you might make a mistake, I'd say, but if most people now they know the difference between brass, copper, after so long doing it. Who's going? HH is leaving, is he?
Yeah.
HH, take it easy. I will send you my address. He was looking for my address. He sent me an email looking for my address. So I'll send you on the address. And I only accept $100 bills, not in the lower. Okay.
What are you selling him?
Nothing. He just said he was going to send me something. So I said I only accept $100 bills.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
He said he's going to send me something. So I'm just telling him $100 bills. So that's all I accept.
It's interesting to me though, relative to that question about accidentally mixing metals. It's like, I'll get a bin. I'll be at the yard. I'll have the bin. And the guy will reach out and he'll pull out, a fan out of my aluminum bin. I'm like, how the hell did that even get in there? It's like it obviously, slid off of the operating table or bounced off, or I have no idea. And it's like, and even though I'll double check things before I take them in. Yeah, sometimes stuff slides.
And even though you're doing it by accident, you're thinking, oh, they're going to think I'm trying to pull fast ones here by sneaking stuff in. True magnesium in with a bit of aluminium. I was melting by mistake. Made one hell of a bright fire. I bet it did.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Yeah.
I do something, we realize it soon, and happy. Yeah, I've done that all right. I've thrown stuff in. I'd have buckets here, and I might be throwing whatever, doing things stuff apart, and like Shark does in his one, and his bucket signed up, and he throws, and then I might throw stuff. I go, oh no, that was meant to go into this one, and I have to go around, pick it out, and throw it in the other bucket.
Yeah.
You just, you're like a robot. You're just throwing stuff, and then all of a sudden you go, oh no, that wasn't copper, that was brass. I just threw in there.
Yep, you've probably seen me do that on my videos. It's like, and the funny thing is, I usually realize it almost immediately. It's like, that wasn't supposed to go there. Daggone it. And then the one that really, really frustrates me is when I go to pull, like when I get a nut or a screw head stuck on the bit on the driver. And I pull it off and throw it into the scrap bucket, and I realize that the bit went with it.
Oh, yeah.
And now I'm digging through the scrap bin trying to find this freaking bit.
I've done that a few times too. Or a couple. I know sometimes as well. I'd be there and I'd be screwing something off with a screwdriver. I put the screwdriver down, then I take the part off and I throw the whatever it is into the bin, and then I pick the screwdriver up and I throw it into the bin as well. And I go, what am I actually doing?
Yeah, exactly.
So I go get that, you know, which I've done a few times as well. But yeah, once I get my new shed built, I'll be organized. Just like Ian Matthews always says he's going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Sorry, guys, just ignore me for a minute because I'm just doing something here. Okay. Sorry, I was just setting up Everyday Solars is live for when she goes live. So I'll just go to get the. So what I was asking, does magnesium look similar to Cat Alley? So yes, Pooh's mate, what God said there, like trying to scrap around to that one.
Magnesium can react in water, but it depends on, you know, sometimes they're coated, sometimes they're alloyed, that kind of stuff. So we used to have smoke markers that we would deploy from the ship. And they were basically, you know, as magnesium inside of a metal tube. And you'd pull off the covers and you'd chuck it in the water. And it was designed to float. And when the seawater got in there, it would light off. And it was a smoke marker so that if you had a man overboard or an object that you wanted to try to find again, you could chuck that in the water and have a point of reference in the ocean.
Yeah, as electronic scrapper said there, never put water on a magnesium fire. That's why you always look at your fire extinguishers. If you have a magnesium fire, make sure it's not the water one you're going to be using. JRA Cat says, get right on that, Irish. I'm not sure what he meant, what he's asking me, or what did I say I was going doing. Maybe it was
getting your shed organized. Probably.
Oh, get your shed organized. Oh, yeah. Well, I got all my timber for building the shed. That arrived 2 days ago. So I have and I had to move that from the front of the house to the back of the house. And I had a very small, narrow thing to come through. And some of the timbers were 16 foot long. So I had to put them up high and then bring them down and put them over this. Oh, it was just torture.
Oh, get out. Oh, man. I wish. Did you take a video of it? That would be hilarious.
Oh, no. A video of a cripple nearly when I was finished. I was like, oh, my back. I was like, oh, geez,
I'm sure. Yeah.
Oh, stop. You know, you think you're still like, it's 10 years ago you do no problem, or 20 years ago. Now you do something like that and you're like, oh, Jesus. My back is sore. Do you guys ever mix aluminium and copper aluminium radiators? I do it all the time. It depends what your yard is happy to buy off you. So if they're happy to give you prices, whichever's the best price, if they're happy to give you the same on both, then it makes no difference, does it? But if some scrap yards, they give different prices, don't they, for copper aluminium and aluminium rads?
Yeah, my yard used to buy the copper aluminum heat sinks from computers as copper aluminum radiators. Last month, they stopped doing that. Now they buy them as refinery. I think Mike's yard does the same thing, buys them as refinery.
Yep.
So that's kind of annoying because I used to get really good value for them, and not anymore. I mean, it's still not bad, right? Refinery is better than shred, but it's not like when I was getting the copper aluminum radiator price.
And yeah, I was going to say, is there any gold fingers on that? There is. Look at the far side of it, yes.
I was showing you the topper. I don't care about them stupid fingers.
Oh, sorry. Tater totters would have been fun to watch. Seen a video of some fellow extracting magnesium from bananas. There'd have to be a lot of. I'd say there'd be a lot. You'd have to have a lot of bananas to get a good bit of magnesium, I'd say.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
No kidding. That would take a lot of bananas.
Now, you know the wire, we say the red wire that they use on fire alarm cable. You know, it's a red wire and it's got the copper through the center of it, and it's got like a white thing around it. someone was saying that was magnesium to me before. That's magnesium on it. It's inside that. That, let me see, fire alarm cable. I think it's fire alarm. I have a couple of rolls of that I have to strip out, but I have that left outside in the wet, and it doesn't seem to be. I've had no issue with if it is magnesium with anything on it. Fire alarm cable. If I can get a picture of it here so people can see the one I'm on about. Single strand, I think it's down as single strand. See, where's what you call when we need him? Our Wikipedia man. Where's he tonight?
Yeah, exactly.
Let us know.
Want me to text him?
Don't leave him where he is. Leave him where he is. I can't even get a picture of it now, but I'll show. I'll cut a bit of it for next week, and I'll show it to you what I'm on about. But I was Parknest. That's what I'm thinking of. Parknest. Where's Parknest when we need him to get me the pictures and get me what I need? You know, every show should have their assistant, and my assistant is missing tonight. Like usually, go Parky, find out about us for that, please, and he'd come back with the information for us. Right, what time is it now? It is.
I mean that's what happens on, like, you know, big news channels and stuff like that. They have 20 people in the background that are checking stuff, and then they got the little microphone in their ear, and you got all these people telling you what the answers are while you're on the air, so that you don't look stupid. The rest, us regular folks, we just look stupid.
Do you throw these with refinery ends?
I am putting those aside because I don't know what I want to do with those right now.
Yeah, because that's a refinery end, a refinery. I used to heat these up and take the copper out, but my yard will now pay me $1.40 a pound for these. But this one.
That one, yeah.
Because they're more copper than they are aluminum, where these are more.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah, I was sitting there looking at them the other day, so I called my manager. He said, "I give you $1.40 for those." So these are getting put on the side.
Yeah, I've been putting mine aside too since they started going as refinery, because, you know, I'm just thinking, well, that's a lot of copper there. So I don't know, maybe that's not the right answer.
So these I'll still throw as refinery, and these I'll just throw as whatever he classifies them as.
I found my own question there, by the way. It's a magnesium oxide power that makes electrical cable fireproof. Now, there we go. So you know how magnesium is meant to burn, really cling, but this is an oxide, a magnesium oxide that won't burn, and that's what they put into the cables. And I have 2 big plastic rolls of that I have to strip out. But I was just wondering about that magnesium oxide. Is it dangerous, or what's the story with it? I have to do a bit more research first. Watchcall says, Patrick Williams says he was told it was aluminium. So I don't think it's a powder stuff. So I don't think it's an aluminium.
I don't know if you were able to hear it, but we have thunder going on, so we've got our first thunderstorm for the year.
Oh, there you go. Started summer. Anyhow, I'm about to finish up. We've got just under 2 minutes to go. So what's the plan for the week, Shark Scrapper?
Scrapping, videos, you know, just grinding on here. I'm trying to get inventory sold off and keeping the videos going out. That's about where we're at.
Okay. Mike, what's your plan for the week?
Scrap run tomorrow, empty the damn van, and finish getting this stuff out. That's
okay.
it.
You've been busy this weekend. You've got through a lot of stuff there. So even there while we were live, you've done a good few computers. I was watching there. You were getting through a lot of computer stuff. So
yeah, I did about 200 yesterday and the day before.
Okay.
So I got about 60 more.
Oh, there we go. What's my plan for the week? Well, I have a video coming out on Thursday, so it's some more of that eBay. I'm working on the chips, So we should be getting closer to seeing, do I get my money back from my eBay buy? Ralph was about to join in, but sorry, Ralph, we're finishing up here now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check out my video on Thursday, live again next Sunday, everything going well. And you can all head over now to Everyday Solars. I have put the link in there. If you haven't hit the like, please do. And catch you on next week's show. So thanks for being in and appreciate you, and see you over at Solars. Have a good night. And anyone want to do the Ralph bit?
Scrap you later.